6 months ago, I went into hiatus like the Heavenly Principles, and by the time I got back, Hoyo had finally released Varka, Alice, the Four Shades, Columbina, and Sandrone. But while the internet went crazy behind Clay's mom, the Grandmaster of Mondstadt, and Sung Jin-woo, I was captivated by a literal goddess, Mage N of the Hexen Circle, Nicole Reeyn. Now we already know that Nicole is a mage of the Hexen Circle with the codename N, has got the power to speak into the minds of people, and often uses that ability to guide people like she has done for the Traveler on multiple occasions. But the question is, who exactly is Nicole? Where did she come from? Why does she have the ability to speak into the minds of people? And what are these absolutely gorgeous golden colored wings that she has? The answer to all these questions lie in SKIRK's artifact set, Finale of the Deep Galleries. So now to answer the first question, who exactly is Nicole? She is Diluc's mom. I know this theory has been going around for a bit and sounds weird, but it's mainly just based on the fact that Nicole has been represented in-game by a peculiar set of teacups and a teapot, which coincidentally appears to be seen in the Dawn Winery as well. Interestingly, a similar pattern can be seen on Diluc's jacket. Now, while this doesn't confirm that Nicole is Diluc's mom in any way possible, we cannot overlook the possibility that Nicole Reeyn might have had a past with the Ragnvindr clan of Mondstadt. But more on that at the end of the video. Back in version 1.2 from the book Records of Jaeyoon Volume 4, we came to know of the story of the Seelies and about a Seelie ancestor who fell in love with a traveler from afar and swore an oath of union which was witnessed by the three Moon Sisters and eventually led to the destruction of the entire Seelie race. And as for the Seelie ancestor and the traveler from afar, they were separated for eternity and had their memories wiped without a trace. Almost 5 years later, we now know more about the Seelie ancestor and the traveler from afar, all thanks to SKIRK's artifact set. From the finale of the Deep Gallery set, we come to know of the traveler from afar as the Voyager and the Seelie ancestor as the first angel. The Voyager was apparently an interstellar being whose consciousness drifted throughout the cosmos while her undying body was preserved elsewhere in a distant celestial disk construct. Now, during her travels, she often visited civilizations that were fated to perish and was duty-bound to never interact directly with them. That was until she came across Teyvat and met the Dragon King Nibelung, whose will shone brighter than all the other civilizations she had ever seen. Apparently, the Voyager warned Nibelung about Teyvat's inevitable end and even invited him to join her in traveling beyond the stars. Nibelung, however, refused and asked her to visit back again to witness the path of his people. But by the time the Voyager returned, Nibelung was defeated by the Heavenly Principles and Teyvat was under the control of the Four Shades. Confused by Nibelung's absence, the Voyager casts her consciousness into the body of a young boy who lived in Hyperborea, the Golden City, to listen to the people's debates. Apparently, during this time, the people of Hyperborea had angered the angels by questioning the progress of knowledge, and the priests there were figuring out a way to quell their anger. The Voyager, in the form of the boy, who shared his point of view on the matter, was asked by the chief priest to plead his case to the first angel below the Irminsul tree. The Voyager, now in the form of the boy, descended underground, met the first angel, inquired about the forbidden origins of Teyvat, and revealed to her his own true identity. Stunned by the Voyager's true identity and the possibility of living beyond the Heavenly Principles' rule, the angel's crown broke as she felt true love and freedom for the first time in her life. As the first angel's crown breaks, the Voyager swears an oath to stand by her side in rebelling against the Heavenly Principles, and this union of theirs was witnessed by the three Moon Sisters. Hoping that gods and mortals could one day reside freely in the heavens, the first angel imparted forbidden methods of creation to the artisans of the Golden City, who created countless fae spirits that the angel hoped would one day create a perfect being that could merge with the world. But 30 days after said union, the Great War of Vengeance took place, where Nibelung returned with forbidden knowledge and the Heavenly Principles cast down celestial nails to kill the fae spirits and remove the abyssal corruption. The angel and the Voyager were separated, memories wiped, and the other angels were cursed to become Seelie if they ever were to fall in love. Okay, so massive lore bombs here. Number 1, while it's not exactly clear, it says that the Voyager and the first angel rebelled against the heavenly principles, and that the celestial nails were used to destroy the phase spirits created by the forbidden methods of creation that the first angel passed on to the humans of Hyperborea. Number 2, the Voyager visited during the time of Nibelung's absence, and it is said that Nibelung joins the Great War of Vengeance after discovering the otherworldly power of forbidden knowledge. This is extremely interesting because we have always suspected Nibelung to be the third Descender. Also, a Descender is someone who is not from Teyvat but has a will strong enough to change the world. So considering the fact that the Voyager came to Teyvat before Nibelung's return and had a will strong enough to free the first angel and rebel against the heavenly principles, thereby completely changing the world, wouldn't that actually make the Voyager the second Descender? While these are all extremely insane lore bombs, you might be wondering, how does Nicole fit into all of this? Well, a striking detail about the boy whose body the Voyager inhabited is that he is described to have star-shaped pupils. Now I know that chondria is the first thing that comes to mind when we hear star-shaped pupils, and we've seen numerous chondrians have said star-shaped pupils in their eyes. But the boy inhabited by the Voyager was from Hyperborea, a civilization present on Teyvat ages before Chondria did. Moreover, Hyperborea is said to be located almost near to present-day Snezhnaya, whereas Chondria is situated almost underneath Sumeru and the castle. The way I see it, if Chondrians were the only star-shaped pupil characters in-game, we could have even made a bold assumption that star-shaped pupils were initially a characteristic of Hyperboreans, and that Chondrians are simply their descendants. But there comes Nicole, and if you look at her eyes, star-shaped pupils. Also, if you remember Wolfie from the Imaginarium Theatre, he tells us about a boar tribe that got punished by their master, with some turning into wolves, lizards and snakes, and with others turning into rabbits that guided people to treasure. This being a clear reference to how the angels devolved into Seelies, Wolfie also mentions one particular boar who had lost her voice but likes to speak in people's heads and is a friend of Madam Mage, that is Alice. This being a clear reference to Nicole confirms that she also used to be an angel. This particular fact is further confirmed by the Not Krai teaser, where we can see a Seelie with design similar to Nicole hovering near her characteristic teapot. Moreover, SKIRK also tells us that Nicole had to witness the destruction of her own kin firsthand, and that she turned into a human. Like, wow, so Nicole has got all features of an angel, is a prophetess like other angels such as Nabu Malikata and Sibelia, while also being a human with the star-shaped pupils, just like the boy that the Voyager inhabited. This makes it so hard not to come to the conclusion that Nicole Reeyn might in fact be a descendant of the Voyager and the first angel. But since SKIRK tells us that Nicole witnessed the destruction of the angels firsthand, Nicole might not be any ordinary descendant, but could in fact be the sole product of the union between the Voyager and the first angel, their child. This also makes me believe that while her powers of prophecy and guidance stem from the angels, her ability to speak into the minds of people might stem from the Voyager, who was able to project her consciousness into others and even inhabit their bodies. It could also be possible that Reeyn, as in Nicole Reeyn, could have been a name that belonged to the boy from Hyperborea who was inhabited by the Voyager. Now, before ending the video, few more things. After hearing so much about the Voyager, it is impossible not to think whether they are connected to the Traveler twins in any sort of way. Nicole's golden wings immediately reminds us of the Traveler's golden wings, and they are also interstellar beings who travel the cosmos just like the Voyager. But I guess that's something for another video. Now, in the beginning of the video, we had debated Diluc's connections to Nicole. While I'm not a big fan of this connection, SKIRK's artifact set also refers to the first angel as Dawn Maiden and Dawn Daughter. And we know that Diluc's house, which has been owned by the Ragnvindr clan for generations, is called Dawn Winery. Moreover, the tavern owned by Diluc is named Angel's Share. Weird, but suspicious nevertheless. Earlier from SKIRK's artifact set, we learned that the first angel imparted forbidden methods of creation to the artisans of Hyperborea to create Fey spirits. These Fey spirits are said to have been forged on the bones of giant beasts with flesh and blood made from fallen frost moon light. The first angel also hoped that one day these Fey creatures would create a perfect being that could merge with the world. Now, I'm not sure what merge with the world means, but a perfect being made from frost moon light using powers of the first angel? I don't know about you, but this awfully sounds like somebody who is being worshipped as a god. This awfully sounds like somebody who's being revered as the new moon. This awfully sounds like the moon maiden, Columbina. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. Hope you all have been doing great. I've been away for quite some time now, and hopefully this time I'm back for good. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.